Welcome back to 10 in 10, humans and any curious visitors tuning in from other planets. Today we're exploring 10 mind-boggling alien encounters. We're talking top 10 alien sightings that'll make you question everything you thought you knew. We're talking government cover-ups, bizarre lights in the sky, and encounters that would make even the most skeptical person raise an eyebrow. We're going on a wild ride today, folks, from the desert airfields of Roswell to the skies above Los Angeles. So grab your tinfoil hats because things are about to get weird. Let's do this. All right, let's kick things off with the granddaddy of them all, the big kahuna, the Roswell incident. 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher finds some strange debris in his field, metallic, unlike anything he's ever seen. Naturally, word gets out, the military swoops in, and boom! The story goes from local curiosity to global phenomenon. At first, the army says it's a weather balloon. A weather balloon? Come on, in the desert, it's like they think we were all born yesterday. People weren't buying it then, and they're definitely not buying it now. Theories ran wild. Was it a Soviet spy craft, a secret government experiment, or the most tantalizing possibility of all, an alien spacecraft? Witnesses came forward claiming to have seen strange bodies not of this world. To this day, Roswell remains the holy grail of ufology. Something crashed in the desert that day, and the truth, whatever it may be, is still out there. Fast forward to 1997, Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people, from everyday citizens to the governor himself, witness a series of lights in the night sky. These weren't your average blinking lights, though. We're talking a massive V-shaped formation moving silently over the city. Some dismissed it as flares or military aircraft, but many, including credible witnesses like pilots and police officers, insisted it was something else entirely. The Phoenix Lights incident is interesting because of the sheer number of witnesses. This was a major metropolitan area and thousands saw the same thing. What were those lights? Were they extraterrestrial visitors just taking a leisurely cruise through our airspace? We still don't have concrete answers, but one thing's for sure. The Phoenix Lights remain one of the most compelling UFO sightings in history. 1980, we're heading across the pond to Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, England. This is where things get really interesting. We've got US Air Force personnel stationed at nearby RAF Woodbridge reporting strange lights in the forest. Not just lights, though. We're talking about a landed craft, metallic, triangular, emitting a strange, pulsing light. Multiple personnel, including high-ranking officers, went into the forest on multiple nights to investigate. They got close enough to describe the craft in detail, even touched it, some say. There are recorded tapes of the events, adding another layer of intrigue to this whole thing. The official explanation? Oh, just a lighthouse. Yeah, a lighthouse that flies and lands in the forest. The Rendlesham Forest incident, like Roswell, has become a cornerstone of UFO lore. What really went down in those woods? We may never know for sure, but it's a story that continues to fascinate and fuel our curiosity. Next we have the Battle of Los Angeles. Panic in the skies. Let's rewind the clock back to 1942. World War II is raging and tensions are high. Then, in the early morning hours of February 25th, the skies above Los Angeles erupt in a barrage of anti-aircraft fire. The target, an unidentified flying object seen hovering over the city. Now, this wasn't just a few stray shots. We're talking over 1,400 rounds of ammunition fired at this thing. The entire city was on edge, convinced it was a Japanese attack. But here's the kicker. The object, whatever it was, remained unscathed. The Battle of Los Angeles remains one of the most visually documented UFO events in history. Was it a case of wartime paranoia, or did something truly unexplained grace the skies that night? The jury's still out on this one, but it's a story that continues to spark debate and intrigue. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one is straight out of a horror movie. 1955, Kelly, Kentucky. The Sutton family, who lived on a farmhouse, reported being terrorized by strange, glowing creatures for hours. These weren't your typical backwoods critters, though. We're talking about small, humanoid figures with large heads and glowing eyes. The family claimed these beings surrounded their house, peering through windows, even trying to get inside. Terrified, the Suttons grabbed their guns and, according to them, exchanged fire with these creatures. Was it a hoax? A case of mass hysteria? Or did something truly otherworldly pay a visit to that Kentucky farmhouse? Whatever the answer, it's a story that's sure to give you chills. Let's jump ahead to 1966, Melbourne, Australia. The Westall UFO encounter. School's out, weirdness in. Picture this. A sunny afternoon, a group of students and teachers at Westall High School are enjoying their recess when suddenly a strange object descends from the sky. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill airplane, folks. Witnesses described a large silver disc silently gliding over the schoolyard before disappearing behind a stand of trees. Intrigued, a group of students and a teacher followed the object, claiming it landed in a nearby paddock. They described seeing the craft up close, even witnessing it lift off and vanish into thin air. Multiple witnesses, including adults, corroborated the story and even reported seeing strange men in blue suits at the landing site afterwards. What did those students and teachers see that day? Was it a secret government project or something truly out of this world? The mystery remains. The Lonnie Zamora incident. A cop's close encounter. 1964, Socorro, New Mexico. Lonnie Zamora, a local police officer, is chasing a speeding car when he hears a roar and sees a flame in the distance. Thinking it's an explosion, he drives towards it only to come face to face with something he could never have imagined. There in a gully sat a strange, egg-shaped craft, metallic and blindingly bright. Standing next to it were two figures, small and humanoid. Zamora, a seasoned police officer, was stunned. He radioed for backup, but by the time anyone arrived, the craft and the beings were gone, leaving behind only scorched earth and a bewildered officer. The Lonnie Zamora incident is intriguing because of Zamora's credibility. This wasn't some random dude looking for his 15 minutes of fame. What did Lonnie Zamora encounter that day? Was it a genuine extraterrestrial encounter? The Socorro sighting remains one of the most perplexing and well-documented UFO cases in history. Hold on tight, folks, because this next one is straight out of a Tom Clancy novel, 1976, Tehran, Iran. Two Iranian Air Force F-4 Phantom jets are scrambled to intercept an unknown object on radar. The object, described as being incredibly bright and much larger than a typical aircraft, is unresponsive to radio contact. One pilot attempts to lock on with a missile, but his weapons systems malfunction. The other pilot describes the object as changing shape and emitting brilliant beams of light. The encounter lasted for several minutes, with the object eventually disappearing at an incredible speed. What did those Iranian pilots encounter that night? Was it a top-secret experimental aircraft, or something truly from beyond our world? The Tehran incident remains one of the most intriguing UFO cases involving military aircraft. Get ready for this, because we're talking about a wave of sightings that gripped an entire nation. From 1989 to 1990, Belgium became a hotbed of UFO activity. Thousands of people from all walks of life reported seeing strange, triangular-shaped craft silently flying over the country. People reported seeing these objects for extended periods, sometimes hovering silently, other times moving at incredible speeds. The Belgian Air Force even scrambled F-16 fighter jets to intercept these objects, but to no avail. What were those triangular craft that haunted the skies of Belgium? Were they experimental aircraft, secret military technology, or something truly extraterrestrial? The Belgian UFO wave remains one of the most perplexing and well-documented UFO events in history. We're wrapping things up with a bang, folks, in the heart of the United States. 1952, Washington, D.C. For 2 consecutive weekends in July, radar operators at both National Airport and Andrews Air Force Base picked up a series of unidentified objects appearing on their screens. These weren't your average blips either. We're talking about multiple objects moving at speeds and performing maneuvers that defied explanation. Jets were scrambled, but just like in Belgium, they were unable to catch these mysterious visitors. The objects were seen visually by pilots and ground observers, described as bright lights that moved silently and erratically. What were those objects that buzzed the White House? Were they Soviet spy planes? Advanced weather phenomena? Or did extraterrestrial tourists decide to take in the sights of our nation's capital? The Washington, D.C. UFO incident remains one of the most intriguing and well-documented UFO events in American history. So there you have it, folks. 10 of the most mind-blowing alien sightings ever reported. Are we alone? Are these just cases of mistaken identity, or is there something more to these encounters? The truth is out there, and it's up to us to keep searching, keep questioning, and keep our minds open to the possibilities. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Let us know in the comments which alien sighting you found the most fascinating.